Hey guys, what's up? My name is Zero Solstice, and today I'm going to be giving you a. Basically, it's just my analysis of the development of Black Ops 2. At this point in time, just about everybody has ended up watching the Black Ops 2 multiplayer reveal trailer. Everyone who has an interest in the game has almost definitely seen it by now. So, I'm going to be giving my thoughts about what I think as to how the game looks. And to start that off, I'm simply going to say it's shaping up better than expected. Now, saying that, I'm going to elaborate and I'm going to go on from there, but don't think that that means that I'm saying this game is a must-buy or anything like that. I will describe. So, let's get right down to it. After watching the trailer, the game itself tends to have a lot of refined points in it. It really has that theme throughout it of futuristic equipment and really powerful tools that the Call of Duty community is used to seeing in new Call of Duty games. And you can also tell that they're kind of stepping up their game in terms of trying to keep the little campers out of their corners and all that fun stuff by adding in like the Dragonfire drone and the wall hack optics that you can mount on your guns. But with that said, I feel that the game is moving a little bit too far into the future, and it's just not a Call of Duty game anymore. Now saying that, the game looks very promising. I'm not going to lie there. I had an opinion of the game when the first trailer for it came out, that it looked pretty damn shitty. I'm not gonna lie. But after seeing that multiplayer reveal, the game looks like it's shaping up pretty well. However, the gameplay looks like a mix of Crysis with some Battlefield-ish mixes and some good old Call of Duty nuances. But it's more like a Crysis or a Ghost Recon now. And the problem with that is it doesn't make it a Call of Duty game. So to wrap this whole thing up, the game is shaping up well. The weapons look pretty well created, although there are a few flaws in there. Like some of the weapons are modern day weapons, which I doubt would exist like 80 years in the future, but whatever. Some of the mechanics to the game don't exactly look overly perfect, such as that assault rifle shotgun. I don't know how that's going to shape up, but it looks like it's going to be really powerful. The weird buzzard predator drones, I feel like those are either going to be very misleading in their use, or they're going to be a little too effective. I don't know. Only one way to find out. The game's coming out in like 3 or 4 months, so time's gonna roll up. More stuff is gonna come out, obviously. Gonna try to build up hype. I don't know if I'm gonna get this game. I honestly don't know. I probably will, but if anything, it's for pretty much the sole fact of zombies. There's gonna be like an 8-player zombies. It's either gonna be like 8 guys working together, or it's gonna be like a 4v4 situation. It's gonna be very strange. It's gonna put a whole new twist on the survival, and I feel like that'll be kind of nice. But in essence, all of my points coming together, the game is shaping up nicely, and it looks like it could be very promising, but they shouldn't market it as a Call of Duty game. By calling it Call of Duty, the game itself, the mechanics, the futurism, it doesn't fit Call of Duty. Call of Duty has always been known as being that at least semi up to par, realistic in terms of history and all of that. It's had a basic background to it. It's had a foundation based in something that we've already known. And basically Black Ops 2 just kind of threw that right out the window, and they completely wrote their own story based in the future. So there's zero grounds to this entire basis. Going back to my earlier argument, it's like Crysis now. It's got so many futuristic points, and it's got its own backstory that doesn't even fit any actual history. I feel like the game could do very well. I feel like the game could be a smash hit. It could be a great start for something other than the Call of Duty franchise. Don't call it a Call of Duty game. Call it something else and sell it that way. And I honestly feel like they'd be good to go, and it would be a really good game right out of the gates. However, with that said, I realize that the marketing would be pretty bad if Treyarch decided to try putting out a game that wasn't called Call of Duty, because then you wouldn't have all those little 13-year-olds running up to their mamas being like, hey mom, buy me this. And they'd be pulling her by the skirt, dragging her into the GameStop, buy me this game. And it's just like, sometimes you gotta look past the title, you gotta look at the developer. And with that said, you could see the deterioration from Modern Warfare to Modern Warfare 2 to Modern Warfare 3 just based off of the Infinity Ward developer. And from that point, and from that point alone, you can pretty much tell it's the company. And the last game that Treyarch put out, let's face it, Black Ops, in retrospect, is a reasonable game. It's definitely more fun than Modern Warfare 3. And before that, you had a fantastic game. World at War was like a godsend remake of COD 4. But no one really realized that thoroughly at the time because of the fact that it was like World War II and the guns weren't modern day and all that stuff. So you didn't really feel those perfect adequacies that made it like COD 4. But you gotta look at it like that. That's pretty much what it was. It was like a reskinned version. I just pulled that out of a video that I recently saw. But it's like reskinned version. And it was a good game. So you've already got 2 good titles coming from this one developer. I can almost guarantee you could expect at least one more, and that would be Black Ops 2. But to wrap up, I'll repeat it one more time. Don't call it Call of Duty. If nothing else, call it Black Ops 2 so that people still understand that it's probably part of the same market, but it's not a Call of Duty. Because it doesn't really look like a Call of Duty. I can't say it doesn't feel like a Call of Duty, because sure, you can watch the video of the multiplayer release and be like, yeah, you get this vibe from it. I get this vibe, man. It makes me feel chill. No, you can say that kind of feel, but like, to really feel for a game, you gotta play it. And no one's playing it yet. You can't play it. It's still in development. And for that reason, I'm just saying it doesn't look like a Call of Duty game. And with that said, that's pretty much the end of the video. We'll see how the game develops further. That's just my little analysis of the whole Black Ops 2 releases, of all the trailers and all that, which I have watched pretty much every single one of them up to this point. And that's how I got this basis for this entire shockingly 8-minute and 30-second argument. But I hope you enjoyed. I hope you hopefully agreed with some of my points here. And I hope this wasn't a complete waste of your time. Thank you for watching. My name is Zero Solstice. If you would like to subscribe, just click the annotation in the top right. Have a nice day, as always.